Got the first gen back in the shop today. Since you guys have seen it last, we threw a brake master cylinder on it, which I'll go show you the old one outside. I'm pretty sure it had gear oil in it. Another shop had done that. And it was deteriorating the seals on the top and just eating that rubber up. So we decided to go ahead and switch it, just because we were concerned about the seals inside the master cylinder. As you can see, I've already got the intake crossover out. I've started getting all the fuel lines out of it. We are going to be doing injectors today. I've got a lift pump to put on it, which will hopefully get done today. We have the entire exhaust system to do still. I'm trying to think what else we've got. And then I know we've got gauges to do. It's Friday morning right now, so we're going to try to go as far as we can today. My guess is tomorrow we should have it all buttoned up, at least with everything that we have parts here for now. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but there's actually a dyno a couple streets over, and they've been making pulls all day on it. They're getting set up out here for a parade today, Chris said, for the teachers. But that is AMO's new engine and new tanker truck. They just recently got those. Are they both from Pittsburgh?
No, that's Danville's old engine, that's Pittsburgh's old tanker.
Okay. Fun story, that tanker's been rolled. It has rear steer assist, it's been pinned out. Gotta be careful with those. Alright, so if you don't have the tool to pull these injectors at home, I found a lug nut in the toolbox that threads onto the end of the injector. I've just got a heel bar on it here. And you can get it out of the cylinder that way. That injector looks great. But yeah, I just threaded a lug nut on. It threads right onto the top. Now, there are no core on these. These aren't getting sent back, so I wasn't worried about damaging the thread, so I figured I'd try this. Threads look fine though. I don't see a reason why you can't do that on every cylinder to get these out of there. And that's a lot cheaper than buying the tool that pulls them. So these are the injectors now that they're all out of the engine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 3 came out soaked. But 6 here definitely had a problem. There's a ton of corrosion on there. And if you look on the crush washer here, you can see it's been bypassing exhaust around the injector. But yeah, I was happy to find out that this works. I mean, that saves you from having to buy a tool to get these pulled out of there, and it didn't seem to hurt the threads on them. I figured I'd try it on these, like I said, because there's no core. There's a brand new set of injectors for it. These don't have to go back. So anytime we do injectors, we have the injector brush cleaning set here. So we always clean them out. These, we really only need to worry about the bottom side, which is what this one's for, to make sure that crush washer on the bottom seals. But we're going to go ahead and get them all cleaned up anyway. We'll get them cleaned out with some brake clean. We'll blow the cylinders out. I am a little concerned about number 6, because the corrosion we saw in that injector matches with what we see inside that cylinder. And that's definitely had exhaust gases bypassing, so it's going to take quite a bit of cleaning on 6. And we're going to want to inspect it carefully before we drop a new injector down in that hole. Got another one getting dropped off here for us. Been cleaning out these injector bores here. Let's see if I get the light down in here. Just want to get them nice and clean like that. And that's how we're doing all 6 of them before we try to get these injectors put back down in there. Make sure they're as clean as possible before you try to get those in there, because you got to make sure that that crush washer on the bottom can seal. And there's all 6 injectors back in. They are just snug down right now. I don't have them torqued. I got to go grab a torque wrench from the other building. But we got the bores all cleaned up. Number 6 took quite a while, just from all the leakage we had from that injector. And that's got the injectors back in. Now, I test fit this new crossover tube. I also had to get it out so I can measure it to see the size coupler. I need to get it hooked to the turbo. But that's pretty much where that thing's going to sit as soon as we're done. It's going to be one of the last things that's going to go back on. So next, I'm probably going to hop on the side of the engine here and get the new lift pump put on it. And there's the new pump for it. And there's that new lift pump down in there. So this is a conversion kit. This isn't the pump that originally came on here. But overall, it went on pretty easily. I didn't bother recording because this is my first time installing this particular kit. The only issue I had is I had to bend the fuel delivery line a little bit. The bend angle was just a little bit off where it goes into the pump down there. And then we had to clearance some insulation off. But it wasn't too bad to get on there. And now it's actually got a priming button on it. Well, that's pretty much going to do it for this truck today. I was hoping to get the exhaust on it, but Had some other stuff that I had to take care of. But the lift pump's on, new injectors are in. That crossover tube is fitted up. I'm going to need some washers or something to space up that bracket. But I'll grab those, bring them in tomorrow. We have the coupler ordered to make that fit, because right now it needs a 2-inch to 2.5 coupler, and that's just a straight 2-inch. So it actually goes over it. But tomorrow we'll hop on the exhaust, and then we'll start getting sensors put in this thing so we can get that new gauge pod in.